So today I got another one of these book journals. This is a newer one, so it really doesn't have anything on it. So here I have to put one of these on here, which is a calming or anxiety sticker. This one has different techniques on here that you can try. Breathing techniques. I don't use those. I do, but I don't. This one is a maze. I like this one. This one's my favorite. If you see in there, you can basically use your fingers on that. So with this, I don't think you can see it. I'm putting it on inside the cover. So now I got it in my favorite spot. So when I'm stressed, I just run my finger over it or fingers and it will calm me down somewhat. I mean, still work in progress. And then this right here is to hold pens and pencils. So what you can do with these is if you want to shut the book and keep it shut, you would put this on the whole entire thing. Right now, put it on halfway. So when I open it, the pen still remains there, but it's like in the middle maybe. And then yeah, and here it says pleasant activities, one's cookie, baking. Affirmations I use because it is blank on this page. You could also use this as a coloring page. And then the journaling begins on this page. So you can write about anything. You can write an affirmation. You can write any one of these, like starting it up, steps on starting it up, what you're gonna use with these, like affirmations, like eating affirmations, driving anxiety, uh, self-confidence affirmations, etc. Maybe you can use some that are positive from your friends, like you are a good person. That's an affirmation. Some people don't actually know that they are affirmations. They might just say them and not know. And there is a book that really doesn't say 100% that they're affirmations, but they talk about the mindful I messages, uh, the 5 ways to say I mindfully and you mindfully both at the same time. So yeah, and this can also go into like if you're in school, whether it's college or high school, middle school, etc. You can use those there too. Or you can throw them in one of these and have it with you. It varies on this one. But this one I found on Amazon. It says pleasant activities for crisis, they use singular, so plural there, survival. So basically, it is for anything that can cause trauma, and then this would be to help you deal with it, like a coping. That's what I said, coping. And then the different types, like the pen you just saw in here, is actually this pen. Get a closer look. It looks like it has like diamonds and stuff in it, or rocks, and it's just like a different designs. It doesn't move, but I have one that does move. And then this one is a pencil and it has music notes. And this one's my favorite because this one is my drawing pen. So It's a shuttle art. I first used that when I was, I think, a teenager. I know I took one art class, and I don't know why, just one, um, in high school. So it was like my first year, I think it was a high school, I took art. And I've been in art for quite a while, but I'm not an advanced artist. I'm just amateur. I don't get paid for any of my art. I mean, it'd be nice, but I don't demand stuff like that. Not with my art, because I use art for therapy. So yeah, and that's the other thing too with um, here. Let's see, the draw can be used for therapy. Um, Gardening can be used for therapy if you want to make it that way. Some people don't. My mom used to garden, and I learned a little bit of it, and my grandma actually helped me with some of it, so that all varies. I don't always like looking at the camera. Uh, yeah, and it's not because of shyness, it's because of RAD, which is not really uh, diagnosed reactive attachment disorder. And yeah, and that's been a fight in psychology for years because there are so many medical diagnoses that can go with beside that. I mean, autism and might not autism, but I'm not 100%. So it just really varies on how far somebody wants to go medical wise. And I've actually taken up the courage to do different things medical wise. Like right now, I'm still deliberating on going to university, um, even though my mind's not yet university ready. It's still building up diploma based, so I know where I stand in my studies. I can't just say, "Oh yeah, I know my exact GPA." Nobody knows their exact GPA sometimes, especially ones that are labeled inappropriate labeled. Sometimes I was inappropriate labeled. I was mislabeled as a child because they said they told my parents MR. That I have MR. Yeah, not the medical room abbreviation, but mental retardation, um, which I don't have. And that's to say because of the way I intake information, that's probably how they looked at it. And also that I wasn't communicating like the average person. And they didn't realize, well, that contributing factor to my parents because my parents didn't want to take responsibility for withholding the good um, that I was eventually gonna or am eventually gonna set out. So, like the good in my writing, which some people might benefit from, might not, depending on the levels of like how happy they are with my writing or how I can help them understand it better from my point of view. So it doesn't. So they're still open-minded, but they're not exactly closed-minded in the long run. A lot of my siblings are very closed-minded, not 100% open-minded. That's to see into certain things with what I am. So that's what like this type of journal versus other journals. Yeah, there's a lot of different journals, types of journals besides these. Like there's ones that um, have acronyms on them. So like the acronym STOP, they might have that one. I know they got Proceed, I think it is, or something like that, where they take each letter and they make it into something, which is CBT and DBT. Um, so yeah, that's another thing. And then one more thing here is a pencil. And if you read, I don't know if you can read that. Here it says, I might have it here, never give up. And then there is another one that disappeared. It says, you are important. And they're inspirational. So I like to use those for not just for coping, but for every day. So it's a reminder of um, the positive that most people don't have much of 100% approval in, and it makes it harder for me to relate once it goes to certain levels with the